It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your feel-good breakfast show. And listen, brace yourselves, tuck in and get those seatbelts on because the movie F1 officially hit cinemas last Friday and it's already causing a stir with racing fans and movie lovers alike. So today, we're going to dive into something deeper, the deepness into this film that brings speed, heart and Hollywood star power to the track. You ready for this one?
It really does that though. I watched it. I want to watch it again. I'm just telling you that
You
much.
watched it already?
I watched it already. I watched it already. If
Not
you haven't
me.
seen Sorry, I didn't invite you. If you haven't seen it yet, here's a quick look at the action-packed trailer and then we get into chats with Zoe Human all about how to get your engines going.
I can't believe you watched this.
I'm sorry.
So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow, no sugar.
Why are you here, Sonny? When you look in the mirror, you see this rough and tumble, old school cowboy. Doesn't take orders, goes his own way, huh? A lone wolf. Well, I've news for you. Formula One is a team sport. It always was. Listen, let's get this straight. We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
No pressure.
None.
The only question here is, why did Sonny Hayes come back to F1?
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's all right. You're just worried I'm quicker than you.
You're making a mistake, thinking that I'm just gonna be some grateful kid who'll bend the knee to an old timer.
I never should have pulled you into this.
Down the inside, contact!
That's the other driver. You say he was old. He not that old. That's a handsome man right there.
What's he doing?
Plan C, be ready. Just gotta hope for some lucky breaks.
Hope it's not a strategy.
Anything else, Professor?
Drive fast. Ever seen a miracle?
Not yet. How do you think I'd feel if you die on the track?
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
I mean,
Whoa.
is there anything left to say?
Okay, there is something to say. I was a little bit upset before. Now I'm really upset that you went without me. Guys, homework, Zoe, first morning. How are we
Good
doing?
morning, everyone.
This is
I'm
a very
excited.
angry person sitting
I'm
here.
sorry, I got flown out to Joburg. They put me in IMAX. They put me up for the night in a hotel. So I was living my best F1
Oh my
life.
word. Okay, apart
you
from
deserve.
the
Yeah.
glam experience before the movie, talk to me about the actual film.
Listen,
Was it as
I
hype
did
as
have
everything
to
else?
separate the two and be like, okay, serious hats now on. Let's go. But guys, no, this is a brilliant movie. I think you can watch this trailer and just know that something magical is about to happen. Definitely. In this 2-hour, 35-minute long movie,
Yeah.
which maybe that didn't need to be so long. They definitely could have edited it a little bit, 10 minutes or so out at least. I don't know why these movies are always doing 2.5-hour movies now, but it was brilliant. It is a brilliant movie exploring the racing industry and just, the scenes of this movie. Guys, it's amazing.
Sure, it does look cool.
And they actually shot on the ground at some of the F1 race courses, Yes, right? yes. So I think that's what makes this movie really special is how much you can tell that they have taken from actual races experiences. I mean, you've got producer Lewis Hamilton in this movie, which is so exciting.
Wow, okay.
And you can feel the difference. You've got all the game players in it. You see Verstappen in the movie. You see everything. And you see Brad Pitt and Damson intertwined in this real world scenario.
And one thing for me, especially watching some of the streamers out there that are showcasing F1 and really bringing you to the ground, it seems very similar. Like I'm almost watching a documentary. These camera angles, it's very intense. I don't think CGI is at this level yet.
No.
Wow, it makes you feel like you're in the car, like you're in the seat. Did you get that from like watching the film as well?
Listen, I used to be in grade 2 with my little car simulator at home, and it felt exactly like that, but 10 times better. Especially if you're going to watch this movie in IMAX, you see it on the big screen and you're like, I'm there. This is me. I am Verstappen.
What if you're not a fan of F1 though, and you don't know anything about the world? Is there some way of you still enjoying this as a movie, standalone?
So I think that's what this movie sort of feels like. Maybe even like a little bit of propaganda especially for Americans, I think, sort of forcing you to look at racing and be like, oh my word, I need to be watching this sport, because you're going to get that experience if you watch this for the first time. You don't need to be a big F1 fan to watch this movie and think, yeah, this is for me. Okay. Anyone is going to enjoy this. I mean, you said, Carissa, that you loved it.
I'm a novice. Like, I know the names. I know Lewis Hamilton, mostly for his pop culture fashion side of things, to be fair. And I think he's fantastic. But this movie had me gripped. Again, IMAX, I think that also helped in everything. But you know what it felt like? That blockbusters are back. That Hollywood has entered into another era. And I don't know if it's just because it was Brad Pitt, but I lapped up, sorry for the pun, every single moment of that movie. I didn't even feel like it was 2.5 hours long.
No, you saw Brad Pitt shirtless and you were like, hey, it's okay.
When Brad Pitt
Let's take
is
a time.
shirtless in this?
Maybe. There's Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. They just be naked and saying, 60 plus, who cares? I've got this.
But I mean, let's talk about that, because apparently this has been claimed as one of his best acting performances of his career, which is quite a statement. And obviously, Missy has also been fanning over young Idris. I mean, let's talk about it. How's the acting here?
Not a young Idris, but Damson Idris.
Damson Idris,
But
yes.
low-key, young Idris Elba.
It's giving Idris vibes. Let's be honest.
No. So like their relationship, I think it's a classical sort of relationship. I don't think you're going to look at the story and think, oh my word, this is such a new concept. You have the older, mature driver who is a bit reckless in his past, now coming to the picture, seeing himself in this younger version and really wanting to uplift and mentor him, and also himself in the process. And that's what the story is ultimately about. Their relationship is beautiful. Also, the female characters in this movie, amazing. I think there was a bit of an uproar beforehand because the Bridgerton actress, Simone Ashley, she was cut down. She was supposed to be a big player in this movie. And I think a lot of people were excited to see her in this, especially because she promoted it before with the trailer. Turns out she was 0.08 seconds in that movie. And I wonder how that works out. How do you get your check after that? But in terms of what they've done with the film, it is amazing. Would have been curious what had happened with her character, but at the end of the day, beautiful movie.
Yeah, fantastic movie. And I can't wait for you to go and watch it. I know we've got a bunch of competitions happening on the Expresso social media pages that will plug you in just a little bit. But Zoe, out of 10, how many vroom vrooms does this movie get?
I must actually go.
Rev it all up, baby. Rev it up.
That's 2. That's 3, actually. That's 5. No, guys. It's up there with Cars as my favorite movies of racing of all time.
Whoa. Okay.